Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Terrapins offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for the defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Wants to throw. It's Washington. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Terrapins headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's McConnell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like,
turning it on! And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He's brought down, but now before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Makes the catch. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Montgomery. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
At the 40, there he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now they're going to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field with the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That brings them to within 1. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Montgomery. Fires to the wideout. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Smith. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Irish! Once he got some room, it was over.
The head coach coach and the offensive coordinator have got a ton of guts to dial up that pass on 4th and short when everyone's expecting it to be a run play. It worked perfectly. How about the speed on the back end, taking the top off the defense, an accurate throw with a lot of pressure by the QB, and they link up for a massive score on 4th down.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's White. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. To the ground with the back. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Terrapins will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Montgomery. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. Just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those Golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got it. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. Notre Dame once back up near its own goal line, now on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. The ball pops out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football, but then you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football, the defense gets the ball back.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A little release to the back. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. From the 30-yard line on first down. Leaves it with the back. Got some room in to the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Grabbed in the middle, it's McConnell. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice jump there.
At the 35, he's open. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Washington. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude.
Fires toward the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Irish! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, another another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect the quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Back to pass. It's Washington. Zings it complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's a live ball. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. To the air on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll go to work in the air on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Terrapins are in the hurry up. Second down, he'll throw it. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. First snap in the red zone on this drive. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Pulled and fired complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to pass. He's got it. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Give to the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Quarterback making adjustments. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get a Duke's Mayo Bowl that would have social media buzzing for a variety of reasons. And through 2 quarters of football, that is the case. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, I'll just say it's great to have football back. Let's send it back to the guys at the Dukes Mayo kickoff game for the second half.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Terrapins will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game going. Distracted and finished the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with a foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree. And if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game, punctuating this season.
They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
At the 20, he's got space. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big...
He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here come the Irish back on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or...
There he goes to the left. Smashes through the tackle. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Got to keep it going.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Terrapins are rolling down the field. They'll run it. Touchdown, Maryland! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They'll try to tack one more on their score. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Under fire. Makes the grab outside. It's Glass. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got room at the 35. Oh, a lot of space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Terrapins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Got him downfield. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. The give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The inside handoff. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Glass. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. The play action fake. Still looking on the move. Going to try to get it himself. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time, gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver. In different ways, they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Washington. He's taking the deep shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here come the Irish back on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the... Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove